Administration with the ARC Assessment Center and Emergency Shelter for Youth are in need of workers.
They sure are. In fact, they are facing a very high demand with young children coming into their shelter. Action 10 News reporter Jeremiah Marshall spoke with members of the ARC today. He's now live in our studio with more on how we can help them, right?
Right, and you just never know whose life that this can affect.
It's true.
So the ARC Youth Shelter is in need of cooks and direct child care workers. And they say many of these young children have been through heartbreaking situations, but you could be the one to have an everlasting impact on their life.
I need enough staff to be able to take care of all the children.
The ARC Assessment Center and Emergency Shelter for Youth is a safe space for children who have been removed from abusive homes. And the current staff at the shelter say these kids deserve attention, care, and to be guided to the right path.
These children are very street smart, so you've got to be street smart along with them. Yeah, some of these kids have tested positive for, you name, every type of drug you could probably think of. Or some of these children come in with broken bones. Yeah, that it's very difficult.
We need to make a difference in a child's life.
The shelter has about 30 children, and majority are infants to 5-year-olds. However, the ARC wants to help more kids across the state, but they need the staffing to do so.
One of the things that I believe is very important is to be dedicated. We need people with good heart, like Dama mentioned, but they are not able to do it free. They need a salary. They need to cover their own needs, and we understand that.
Staff also say applicants must have patience with the youth as well. Some of the children come to the shelter with their belongings or just the clothes on their backs. And members with the ARC say you never know whose life you can change, and that can have an everlasting effect.
And as an adult, you have to be strong and you have to reinforce them. Or even when they go to a foster home, you tell them, okay, this is how it's going to be, this is what's going to happen. So you've got to be able to not show your emotions. Yeah, you have to leave everything behind and look, because these children are our future.
Applicants must be 21 or older, and you must at least have a GED, and to know that these positions are 12-hour shifts. The ARC wants to remind folks that this is not a daycare. The shelter is a licensed emergency center who also have a big heart for their children. In studio, Jeremiah Marshall, Action 10 News.
Thanks a lot, Jeremiah.